gentlemen, please welcome the Vice President of Strategy, Community and Business Development, Dassault Systems SOLIDWORKS, Suchit Jain.
Good morning. Welcome to the second day at SOLIDWORKS World. Everybody doing great? Now, I would like to invite David back up on the stage to talk to our final and very, very innovative customer. David?
Okay, those of you who are gentlemen will enjoy this one. Our final SOLIDWORKS customer to introduce to you has designed a new approach to the ultimate wearable technology, disrupting the old approach that's been in force for over 100 years. And to help explain it to those who do not wear lingerie, we have a video. Let's help explain this.
What size is this? This is H. Do they get bigger? Is this like the end? Wow. I like that. That's a sturdy. I can't really breathe.
I feel like I can't breathe that well.
Hurts my back. Man, my back.
The top straps in there started to dig into my shoulders.
I couldn't run or anything like this.
Oh, God. That is so much weight.
I feel like these are just gonna pop out at any time.
How do you feel at all normal doing this?
I do not know how you women do this.
This can't be the way it's supposed to feel.
Can't someone make this more comfortable?
When can I take this off?
When can I take this off?
Can I take them off? Can I take this off now?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Trusst, Sophia Berman and Laura West. Great to see you. Great to see you, Laura. Join me on stage, won't you? All right. The elephant in the room here is that we're going to spend a few minutes talking about breasts. It is perhaps no surprise to you that many gentlemen spend a lot of time thinking about big breasts. Am I right? And yet, women who have big breasts are not always thrilled. Can you explain this duopoly?
So the idea is that when breasts get larger, they get very heavy, and that actually puts a lot of strain on the body. So you think, large breasts are very sexy, and you see all these glamorous photos, but in reality, it bears a lot of weight on your back and your shoulders, and there's really nothing to date that supports the weight of your breasts.
And right now, how are bras designed to carry all this weight?
So bras are a containment method, basically. So they use an underwire, which is supposed to potentially route things to the body, but a lot of the weight ends up on the shoulders through the straps. So it's kind of like a pulley, right? It doesn't quite work really well when you're pulling over one point. Right,
and so when you say an underwire, in my limited experience, Can we go back to the beer guy? So this is literally a piece of wire under the boob.
Yep.
Exactly.
All right, so from an engineering perspective, how does a single wire support flesh that is not directly above it?
Well, it doesn't. Right?
And it's 100 years and this hasn't occurred to anybody?
It's been over 100 years. If you think about the underwire as a bridge, so to give you some context, the average bra size in the US has increased 3 sizes in the past 2 decades. So a 34B.
Hey! Watch yourself.
So the average bra size used to be a 34B, and it's now a 34 double D. So that's 3 sizes.
Wait. Breasts are getting larger?
Breasts are getting larger.
You don't mean
in
individuals,
heavier.
you mean from generation to generation?
Over 2 decades, they've gotten larger.
Right. And why is that?
People are growing in size, the hormones that we eat, the food that we place in our bodies. There's a lot of different reasons.
this is off the subject. You can do your email. Do women who have large breasts feel like that's sexy? Or is there like this, like, it's only men who think that's sexy?
It's a lot of, women really don't like it. I mean, it depends on the woman, of course, but, a lot of times there's a lack of options. Not everybody can fit into those beautiful Victoria's Secret bras. And so they feel like they're not necessarily taken care of in the market, and obviously their chest isn't taken care of size-wise.
Okay, so let's talk about Trusst. First of all, the name, brilliant. You get it? Like trust plus the engineering term truss. See, it's a pun. And also the logo, it's a boob being supported. It's genius. So if you guys are not doing underwire and suspension, what are you doing for these bras?
So we have a truss system that supports from underneath the breast.
Coincidentally.
So if you think of the underwire as a bridge, so if you think of the 34B that we talked about as a bridge that crosses a stream, as the bra gets bigger and the underwire stretches, it's essentially stretching the same bridge over a much larger river, right? So which doesn't really support, so you need to add additional support members for the increased amount of weight. And so we've designed a system that's a molded component that we've used SOLIDWORKS for, that we actually integrate into the cut and sew components of our bra.
So what you're saying is it's a true melding of hardware with software. You guys are wishing there were any other interviewer but me, aren't you? Yeah. And so this actually works?
Yes, we've tested on a few hundred women in our Pittsburgh area, and we've got rave reviews so far.
And so it's taken 100 years for anybody to look at the problem and say, we've been doing it a bad way all these years?
Yeah, I mean, bras are traditionally a fashion item, and so as such, they're looked at as cut and sew components with fabric, and how we can put lace in other areas to make it look beautiful, and then obviously scaled to fit with the size change.
I think that's my favorite thing about engineers and inventions in the new era, that somebody can come along and see something that's been done wrong forever, and just say, here's a better idea, I'm going to blow that up. You guys are the Steve Jobs of women's underwear. Like, you just...
Take it.
So where are we in the... So was this a Kickstarter as well?
We did a Kickstarter in the spring.
Okay.
And we've been taking pre-orders, and we are shipping probably by the beginning of the summer.
Are you offering a 25% off coupon by any chance?
You can create a special coupon for every SOLIDWORKS attendee here.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's true.
So you've got one customer. Does this not pose some threat to the big entrenched behemoths of the bra industry, Playtex or Victoria's Secret or whatever? I mean, they can't like you little pipsqueak upstarts coming along and upsetting the industry.
Well, some people feel like the bra is fine the way it is. So in that sense, we have no competition really. But some people, they understand what we're doing and they see it as a potential to partner and a potential to really work together.
Can we go back to that? Well, here, that's a good picture. So the weight is now being supported by your rib cage?
Yes. So we use a truss system, which transfers the weight of the bust to the core of the body instead of to the shoulders.
And so not everyone here is an engineer. So can you explain what a truss is?
So a truss, if you've seen a bridge before, takes a flat plane like a bracket and redirects the load. So basically the entire weight that would go on the shelf is now transferred to the core of the body.
And which came first? You two going, we should start a business and we're engineers and we graduated from Carnegie Mellon, or the problem that you kept hearing about and you thought, I bet we can solve this. You know what I mean? Which came first, the desire to do a startup, or this idea like we should solve this problem?
The passion of the problem.
Really?
Yep, came first.
Wow, and how long have you been away? I mean, does this happen over lunch? Laura, what bugs me? How does...
It happened over a Skype session. I was in Chicago, Laura was in Pittsburgh, and we decided to do something that we were really passionate about, solve a big problem, which actually was the premise of the conversation, and then we decided that we both hate bras.
What?
Bras really suck.
As I understand it, the obstacle from having a great idea, going from your brain to store shelves, is not having the great idea, right? Isn't it all the investing in prototyping and shipping and marketing and all that stuff? So
everything else that comes along with it.
It's kind of amazing that the idea has survived that long from its inception. The interesting thing is you're the only female engineers represented on stage today, and almost the only female engineers represented at this conference. We are reading a lot these days about sexism in Silicon Valley, sexism in the startup community. Have you experienced any of that on your journey here, or are times a-changin'?
We've definitely experienced it. So a little bit of background, we went through a startup accelerator in Pittsburgh, Alpha Lab Gear, and it is a robotics and hardware accelerator, which means that the vast majority of the companies look a lot like this audience. And so there's a reason we made our Melon Man video. There's a lack of understanding. And in the startup community, it's really rare to find female founders.
Wow, that is true. And have you found doors harder to open because you're women?
It's been a challenge, especially as women designing for women. It's been different, but even the funding situation for women is really lacking too.
Are there women venture capitalists?
There are some female venture capitalists. There are actually some venture capitalists and angel groups that only fund women, but then it's only a specific type of company that they will fund. And in Silicon Valley last year, I think 8% of all funded founders were female.
8%?
Yes.
Yeah, we can do better than that. Disruptive idea you have here seems to me ripe for invasion by bigger companies than you guys. Are you worried at all that somebody will swoop in and just take the wind out of your sails by copying it?
No, I don't think so. I mean, we're patent pending. We filed our patent, and it's really about building a really strong brand that women can relate to. And I think we're unique in that we use real women with real bodies, and we show our customer as it is, and we really relate to our customers. So I think that's where we have a leg up too.
And what if one of these big companies said, we'd like to buy you? Would you like that or not?
Be pretty good.
We wouldn't be opposed.
You wouldn't be opposed?
Would not mind.
Is that, in fact, why you entered the lucrative bra market?
Totally.
Well, I have to say, I love the fact that you saw a problem, used engineering to solve it, that you are shaking up the gender bias of the industry, and that you've succeeded through all the red tape and the committee and the headaches to bring this thing fully to market. So thanks for changing the world, you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Anyway, Sophia and Laura, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, you guys.
Thank you.
Great job. Thank you so much. Yeah, you can. So, never let it be said that this conference does not serve well the demographic of its audience. Rockets, beer, and boobs. I mean, did they nail it or what? No, actually there has been a theme to these three customers. If you think about it, space, transport, beer, and women's bodies. And the common thread, of course, is lift. Am I right? No, actually, the larger theme, actually, and this is totally serious. When the web came out, I remember reading a lot of articles and pundits who said, the amazing thing about the web is now anybody with a voice or anybody with a song to write can suddenly reach a public, right? There's no more gatekeepers. The gatekeepers are being torn down. All of a sudden, the world of creative arts has been democratized. Well, as I see it, the cool part about the world of Kickstarter and SolidWorks and accelerators and 3D printing is that the gatekeepers to physical invention have been torn down, right? All of a sudden, it's the democratization of your ideas coming to market. So congratulations to all of you for having been born, timed perfectly to arrive here at this time in the development of the world. And congratulations to SolidWorks for playing an important part in it. It's been great to meet you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, David. Isn't he awesome? You do not want to miss the special event this evening at Gillies Dallas. As usual, great networking event, a lot of fun time today. Buses leave at 6:45, so please don't be late and have an awesome, awesome day, guys. Have fun.